Hey everyone. How are we doing today? Sorry I'm a bit late. I had so much going on being Christmas Eve and trying to sort stuff out. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas Eve. I hope everyone is, prepared for Christmas. I know my kids are ready and raring to go tomorrow at 6 a.m. in the morning. If any of you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so today's going to be the last stream till the new year now. I know you guys are going to miss me. I may do something, in between, but as far as scheduled streams go, this is the last one till the week commencing the 6th of January. Good, ready for tomorrow? Yeah, me too. Ah, lots have happened over the last 24 to 48 hours, right? From lots of new people have finally come to the light that the revisionist console that I've been talking about for the whole year. And now Jez Corden says it, and oh my god, this is actually happening. I've been saying this for the whole year. And not a single person listened outside of this stream. Steam is coming to PlayStation? Yeah, no, it's not. There are a number of mods that actually do work, Brandon, without thing. I lie all the time. Show me one time I've lied. Show me one time I've lied. Gamer for life, you've got 30 seconds before I ban you. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. You know what? I'm going to be number illiterate. I'm going to go straight to 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Sayonara, sucker. Okay, he's gone. Anyway, that was a quick 20, 30 seconds, right, chat? And just like that, the dirt is gone. The garbage has been swept out, and the room is clean air again. Ah, this is such a great thing. Do you know what? Let me make this better. Let's see. Okay, he's gone. And he won't be back on this channel again. Not again. I don't care about people like that. 1 second, chat. So, from next year, I'm really not going to be taking too kindly to people like that, coming in and saying I'm a liar. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to think. But to come in and actively accuse me like that, that's just not going to be taken anymore. And let's see. I literally have zero tolerance for stuff like that going forward. And he has now been permanently added. What was his oh, it's not even coming up. So let's once again, because I'm literally just exterminating him from existence. Go to channel. There we go. Like I said, I've literally had it up to here with dickheads like that, so I don't want that in my community, and not on Christmas Eve. So there you go. He is now indefinitely banned from my YouTube channel. I don't need his view, and I don't need his custom. Okay. Well, now he's permanently banned from my YouTube channel. He can't actually watch my YouTube videos or anything. He can go and get clips from somewhere else. And he said I said I'm an insider. I've never said I'm an insider. So there you go. That's it all. I've installed scanner edits, retextures, and body mods. Nice. Doesn't matter. Dumb ones can't be taught or count. Yep, I know. Hey, Rabbi, how's it going? Until it makes an alt, then I'll ban the alt as well. And Powerboss, if you see him come back, you're a moderator, instant ban. I don't care. I don't even care if he says sorry. Instant ban. What Game Pass would you recommend? What Game Pass game would you recommend me to play? Mo, if you haven't played Indiana Jones, I would definitely recommend Indiana Jones. It is so far my favorite game of the year. I'm absolutely loving it. If you're into the the Pokemon style games, Power Word is definitely up your street. It really depends what game you're into, what genre you're into. But for me right now, Indiana Jones is awesome. Merry Christmas to you, Powerboss. Merry Christmas, Rabbi. Hey, Adidas member for 12 months. Thank you very much. What's up, Chaos? What's up, Adidas? How's it going, buddy? Oh, the Singularity. That's available on kind of network test right now on Steam, right? I've been meaning to play that, but I got had to do a piece of work for a mobile company today, and Jesus, that was interesting. That was interesting. That truly was interesting. Powerboss, thank you for that 6 months. I ain't taking my top off. It's just not happening, buddy. I am not taking my top off. Mo, what type of games are you into? He's swapping accounts. Oh, he's actually back. Oh man, what an idiot. At least wait a few days. Now I'm gonna ban that one too. Now I'm gonna ban that one too. Oi, Gamer for Life, here's the thing, right? You're a sad sack of shit. And I'm just banning all of your accounts one by one. Oh man, you've just given me the joy of Christmas. Uh, little do you know that my entertainment value in banning you is unprecedented. And that's the second account for the account boys. Go and make another account. Eventually, Google will stop you from making accounts on the same IP. What a dumbass. Is Activision games coming to Game Pass in January? I've heard March is the date at the moment. So I think it's there's a Call of Duty that's just hit Windows Game Store. Let me see if I can figure out which one it is. Let me just do a quick search. Or at least it is coming. It's one of the old ones. Let's see. Is it here? Man, imagine being sad enough to come to a channel just to be an idiot and then get banned and then come back with an alternate account just to get banned again. Man, I guess did you hear what my 9-year-old said? Sorry, 10-year-old. Some people really are that stupid. A 10-year-old is saying this. Some people really are that stupid. Jeez. It doesn't appear to be here. It's I think it's called War something, but that's supposed to be dropping in January on the Windows Store, and in March it's supposed to be dropping to Game Pass. So I suspect we should be seeing a lot more in March when it comes to the Activision games. It's one of the older titles. I can't. It's in the World War II, but I can't remember what it was called exactly. Hey, Brick. It's been like 10 minutes and all hell has broken loose. I've banned 2 people already, although they're the same person. They just keep coming back. Are you going to see coming new movie Zombie 28 Years Later? I want to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to go to the cinema to watch it if I have time. If I have, I'm probably going to go with my oldest son or the missus to go watch it. But I've watched the others and they're really good. I really enjoyed them. So that is definitely one that I do want to watch. First alt is nuked. I mean, how many more times is he going to come in? Rabbi, I just answered your question. Yeah, it looks like how it works for Game Pass is the games will first go to the Windows Store, and from the Windows Store it goes to Game Pass. Oh my god, he's back again! Okay, I'll ban this one too. Third account. No way! No way! Oh man! Oh, my god! Oh my god! Oh, it's got nothing to do with me agreeing with you. It's to do with the fact that I've never said I'm an insider. I've never claimed to be an insider, and you lied saying that I'm an insider. You pathetic excuse for a human feces. Mate, at this point, human feces would be more valuable than you. Alright, that's another account gone. How many more alts is this human waste of a garbage is he gonna come back with? Oh, you know, this is good. This is a good Oh, I just banned Gamer for Life because he's an idiot. Hey, Sirius, how's it going? It's like, I know, George. It's like, what up? Also, Richard McMillan, if you're in chat, I know you attend some of these streams and you generally stay quiet. Thank you very much for that super thanks of £50. That was very generous of you. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. Rabbi, it's not important. It's just one pony that keeps coming in. But yeah, so oh. Do you know what? This guy has given me more salt and more more anger than I had when I was on P-Rock's stream the other night. That actually went pretty well, to be fair. I mean, have I lied about anything up until now? I mean, I may have got stuff wrong, but have I lied? I still love exclusive Slimy. But, them's other ways. For Inzoi? No. Any good? Let me have a look. Alright. Inzoi. It's available on Steam? Wait, what is this? What is this? Mate, what is this? Is this what you were talking about? I mean, graphically it looks impressive, I'll give it that. But it looks like a sim. Every life becomes a story. Create a unique story by controlling and observing the lives of Zoids. Customize characters and build houses using it's basically a Sims, right? By Crafton. Hey, Sanchez, how's it going? Hey, Anime, how's it going? Well, I actually got this over here, and it's actually pretty interesting, right? So this list here at the moment lists all the games that are confirmed already for Game Pass next year for 2025. And there's quite a lot that's actually already plastered into the months, as you can see here for January, February, March. And then you've got like a bunch here for 25, and then these are obviously the unknowns, but some of these should be landing next year as well. But like, there's a lot of games here that are landing. I mean, this one is pretty interesting. I'm gonna mute it. Let's play it. Let's up that to the 1080p. But yeah, it looks cool. And this is day one on Game Pass. For this, yeah, I can share the link for this. Hey, Woodpit 499 super chat, super sticker. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that super sticker. So yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. It reminds me of Phoenix Rising, and I really enjoyed that game. But you can be like your melee warrior, you can be a mage, you can fly. It looks pretty damn cool. You got Sniper Elite, which I think everyone knows what that is. I'll have a look in a second, Rabbi. Araban Shadow. Okay, I'll have a look in a sec. So the Steam thing is actually quite interesting. The over when they go to CES in January. I know Valve is going to be there, and obviously Valve is going to be showcasing what they're doing. Xbox is going to be showcasing what they're doing, and I guess we're going to probably see the unified OS overlay for the first time. But Gabe has always said that he is open to collaborating and putting Game Pass as like a, you know, they're putting Game Pass onto Steam for Xbox customers. Because as far as Gabe is concerned, if Steam is on Xbox in any way, shape, or form, there's more chances of you actually buying the game off Steam that might not be available on Xbox, right? So as far as Steam's concerned, that's a win-win. And if you're a Game Pass customer anyway, you're not buying that game on Steam. Well, the majority isn't buying it on Steam. So he's not losing any sales by doing it. But all he's doing is opening the door for you to actually buy games off Steam. And from 2022's interview, he has always been open to it. It's all about the logistics and, getting the thing to work. And I think where they're going now is finally getting there. And it looks like it is. What was that game that you said? Ereban Shadow Legacy. I mean, you can already see that now they're trying to get saves working between Steam and the Xbox, and Indiana Jones is the first one where you can connect your Microsoft account and actually have the Steam save, your saves cross save fully now across the network. And I'm hoping more games will do that, because that just opens the door for more opportunities for Steam and a bigger collaboration. You said, can you close the door, please? Apparently, Ereban Shadow Legacy released on 2024. Is there an Xbox release date? It released on Xbox in 2023. Rabbi. It's been available for some time. At least that's what Google says. Look, I have always said, and loads of people in this chat have always argued with me, for good or bad, that exclusives aren't everything. I have always said that I like exclusives because, number one, you get a better product if they're developing for fewer consoles, and number two, I'm one of the old heads. I'm not going to change my ways now, that actually think. However, I have also said multiple times, many times, that I really like this Xbox ecosystem and the way it's designed. My gaming year for, Xbox has showed that I've got equal hours between PC and Xbox playing. That would have meant that if it was just on the Xbox console, I would have had half my playing time this year. So I'm a bit of an enigma. I'm definitely for exclusives. I think exclusives are valuable. But I also enjoy the ecosystem. I kind of want the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. Hey, Infinite Hero, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I can't find it either, so I don't know why. Maybe it's been removed, Rabbi. We'll have to see in a week or so and see what happens. You've got Citizen Sleeper, Avowed. So that's the games coming to Game Pass in January. February, you got Avowed, which is a really controversial one. I was actually in Jeffy's stream yesterday, and they were talking about how should publishers and companies stop their developers having access to social media. I mean, obviously, there's a whole legal thing behind that, but just assuming if they had the right to. And let me put that question to you, because I think it's a really interesting question. Do you feel that if you were a publisher, and you had the power to restrict the people working for you having social media presence, is that something that you would enforce, or let them be who they want to be? It is weird, Robbie. I don't know why it's not there. It's definitely, it was released in 2023. Maybe a licensing issue? I don't know. So if you ask me, my my view is slightly different. Hey, Jago 6. Cesaro! See, here's my view, right? Here's my view. If I would give them full reign into saying what they want, as long as they understand the consequences. That if their actions cost me sales, I'm gonna sue them for every cent loss of sales because of them. So if I'm projecting 3 million sales and because of them I sell like 1 million, I'm going to sue them for 2 million worth of sales. As long as they're happy with that, they can say what they want. Because as far as I'm concerned, as long as I get my money, who cares? And then once the first person gets burned, having to pay $5-6 million to a publishing company as damages for cause because they can't shut their mouth, I guarantee you, every single one of those activists, zoop, done. You always got to make an example of one before they stop, and that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Yeah, Ereban is not here. Looks like he's gone for good. But that would be mine. That would be how I'd do it. I didn't block Slimy. I did ban the gamer for life though. That guy's an idiot. Nah, Slimy's fine. I might. Slimy doesn't. I don't know. How can I say it? He console wars, but he console wars reasonably. Not like the other person who turned around and said that because of console wars, that Jez Corden should delete his save file himself with a rope. Yeah, there are people that crazy. Hey, Gregor, how's it going? I am feeling so much better. Hey, we like it slimy, man. Bags. Oh, we like it slimy. I don't know, but he came back with 3 accounts, and I banned all 3 of them for life. So after Avowed, we've got in. So February seems to be a bit light after a heavy January for Game Pass. February, I'm guessing we'll probably get a couple shadow drops, maybe Towerborn because that's not here. So Towerborn will probably appear somewhere here. You've got Atomfall in March, Football Manager 25. Yes, I'm a Football Manager fan. I generally play these on PC, but I probably still will play it. It's still Game Pass, so that's fine. Commandos, this looked weird when it. Okay, you'll need to be on YouTube to see that. I'm not a huge fan of it. Winter Borrows is a interesting one. I know this was showcased before. It's an indie game. I don't know. Depending on how it plays, I know my kids would be into that. Will World is not for me. You got Destiny, but what I'm saying is there's a whole bunch of games. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, day one on Game Pass. That's a massive win. Replaced 33 Immortals. These are big games. Lost in Random Eternal Die. What the hell's this? Oh wait, this is this is that game you all want that never seems to arrive. They've just decided to rebrand it, redesign it, and remake it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yeah, it's definitely a PC game. Firebreak is coming as well. Outer Worlds 2. Calibra the Soul Slimmer demo out now on Xbox apparently. I mean, you got your really indie games, you got your decent good games, Subnautica 2, Alters gameplay. I remember this one being interesting, right? Yeah. I remember watching the trailer of this. This looked pretty cool. So there's a lot of games coming. Sleight of Hand, South of Midnight, Fable, Doom, Wu Chang. Mixtape I'm actually really interested in because I've become a huge Life is Strange fan. So this could be interesting. Actually, this one doesn't look that interesting. I take it back. Bounty. That was the quickest take back I've seen in a while. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Sopa, Pigeon Simulator, Sniper for those that enjoy sniper games. Vin Diesel's finally going to come out on Xbox. He's been dying to come out for like 5 years and had so many big delays. Well, Vin Diesel finally will come out, except he's not driving cars, he's driving dinosaurs. Nirvana Noir. This is a cool game that's got a cool artistic style to it. Not for me, but I know there's going to be someone out there that digs it. Hey, look, man, that shit had to be taken back real quick. Oh. Man, if you saw the game that I had to look at today, that they wanted me to make a video on, all I'm saying is, those Koreans know what the Western market people want, and they are catering for it in spades. All I'm saying. We're going to get a Starfield in September, obviously, Leaf. So that's going to be, they were talking about yearly expansions. So expect another one in thing. And that's not even in this list. Neither is the Call of Duty. We'll probably get an Diablo expansion as well. I don't know why my mic keeps dropping, but the gain keeps dropping from 2 to 1. This is something called Volcano Princess. It's some kind of Volcano Princess is a parenting sim. So any of you out there that have parenting issues and need advice, there's a parenting sim for you in an RPG adventure. It's also coming soon to Game Pass, asking us to raise the next monarch of the Volcano Kingdom. So good luck with that one. This was the one I was talking about, Silksong. Hollow Knight. One day it's going to be a thing, just not today. Towerborn. Clockwork Revolution. That's another one that's could potentially arrive next year. Contraband. And of course, E-Day is 2026. We all know that. Everwild, if that ever does decide to grace planet Earth. To a T, I have no idea what the hell that is. Bushinden? What the hell is this? Okay, I'm digging this. These are old school games, man. These are back in my day on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo. Let's go. Love these sorts of games. So yeah, these are just some of the games coming to Game Pass that we know about in 2025. That is a huge load of games, right? That's a huge list. It's So as far as Xbox is concerned, they're doing just fine. Replaced it. I've been waiting for Replace for a long time. It was supposed to arrive this year, and then something happened and things went wrong, and then they had to delay it till next year. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there is so many games coming out that I haven't even played half of the ones that came out this year. I've still got games to play from 2023 that I probably will never get the time to. People complaining about, oh, this game and that game and this and what. Mate, it doesn't really matter considering you're not going to be able to play all the games that are out anyway. People keep crying about their backlog and you ain't ever getting through it, not in your lifetime. Yeah, for one, I think that's why they delayed it. And Game Pass is only going to get more games, right? It's only going to get more and more games as it goes along. But how does everyone feel about these? Next year is just too much. Thanks, backlog anxiety of life. Where did Slimy go? Did he leave? I missed his interactions. Education Code, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. I'm still trying to get through like old school RPGs like Trails. Trails of Sky, the original. Although I did kind of stop that after I bought it because they announced a remake, so I'm gonna save myself for the remake. Nah, he didn't ban him. I guarantee he didn't ban him because I can see who's banned and he's not banned. Yeah, he's not banned. Powerboss drunk on power? Oh no. It's only Christmas Eve and he's drunk on power. But now he isn't. He hasn't done anything. I can confirm that he didn't do anything. The only 3 new candidates that have been added to my ban list today were Gamer for Life, and a guy calling himself Gacha Girl. Okay. And these ponies laugh at Panini or Penincini, whatever his old name used to be. Hey, Oreo. My issue is waiting for certain games and they fail to be good. It's like I'm always looking at the new editions because I played lots of games. Most are old by the time they hit Game Pass. Well, I mean, the games that I just cited there are all day one. But you know, even like even some games that get on there that are old. I mean, I don't have time to play all games day one. Some games that get on there that are older, I've never played before. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and say Game Pass is for everyone. It's not. It clearly isn't. Right? It's also a service where you can just sign in for a month, play what you want, and then leave for a month. It's like any other Netflix subscription. I just get enough value from it where I'm happy with it. Splinter Cell, we haven't heard anything from, other than the fact that they, cancelled the live action series or movie. Leaf, I don't know. I mean, logically, it would make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense not to. But that's down to the logistics of how they want to go about it. At the end of the day, as far as Steam is concerned, it's basically just a checkbox. That at least for GeForce Now, there's in their database, it's just a checkbox that says GeForce Now enabled or disabled. And I guess they can do the same for xCloud and just have an extra box there. And if it says enabled, then you'll be able to play it through xCloud. If it's not enabled, then you won't. Oh, that's cool, Slimy. I was just people were ganging up on poor Power because they thought he banned you, and I'm like, no, he hasn't done that. Only the gamer for life is gone, and that's all that's needed. Nothing more, nothing less. I need to play Nine Souls. I've been trying to find some time, but Indiana Jones is killing my time. Yes. No, I did not keep it in. It's already gone. See, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, next year I'm gonna create a new video. So I was actually supposed to do that today, and actually use the footage from what I was making today in my new video for like the 27th or the 28th, because I'm just kind of planning. But so you see, what my son did, he accepted a sponsorship. Someone contacted us and said, "Yeah, I'd like you to make this on my mobile side of a channel, on my mobile gaming side of channel, you know, the gacha channel." And so he said, "Yeah, sure, definitely, we'll do it." And he accepted without actually asking the requirements or asking me, like a lemon. And then they said he has to, use himself in the video and show his excitement for the product or just reactions. And that's a deal breaker for him. He doesn't show his face. And then instead of him doing it today, while I was supposed to do other stuff, preparing videos till the end of the year, I had to spend 5.5, 6 hours playing through, capturing the footage, editing, and everything else. Oh, it was just complete manic. Bad chaos from his own stream. Sega are looking to do Sega Plus. At least they're in the talks about it. What does everyone think about Sega Plus? Grey Monad, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Because it just makes sense. They've been talking about a collaboration for years. And Microsoft and Nvidia have, if you just follow the money trail, their relationship has been super strong. Super strong. And if you're looking at just where it's going, you can clearly see that I think the next Xbox that's going to come won't be AMD powered, but will be Nvidia powered. I think a lot of these companies. I mean, have you guys heard of Nissan and Honda? They're actually merging together in Japan. The car manufacturers are merging. We're finding it crazy, blowing our minds when we're talking about companies like Valve and Microsoft collaborating to create something. But you got car manufacturing giants like Nissan and Honda, who are basically now in a position where they just want to merge and create one car. God knows what it's going to be called, but that's crazy. I was like, I was like, damn, that's mental. So it's really not that thing. Also, if you're looking to buy shares, Intel might not be a bad option. That B850, I think that graphics card is actually a pretty decent graphics card for mid-spec PCs. And their shares, I think, are about $20 last I checked a couple of days ago. Might be worth investing because they could actually be climbing up. They could be onto something. But I think Microsoft's next console is going to be NVIDIA based, distancing itself from AMD and from Sony entirely. So I don't know, it could be really interesting to see what's coming. You know what, Slimy? I've been thinking about a name ever since I heard it. But that is definitely one that didn't come to my mind. Yeah, the Sega channel back in the day was pretty cool. But here's the thing, right? If the Sega Plus thing exists, you know it's going to be on Game Pass, right? It just is. It's going to integrate itself. They're going to take the money back from Microsoft and they're going to put it onto Game Pass like EA Play. Sure, you might not get the day one games on there, but you're going to get the games one way or another. Yeah, they are. And apparently Mitsubishi is considering joining them as well. The talks are now between Honda and Nissan, but Mitsubishi is also considering putting their hat in the ring for the three to combine and create monster cars themselves as one. We're here talking about, oh, Microsoft is going like PC and all this is going... Mate, on the other side of the world, you've got big moves happening. Hey, Tarnished. Happy holidays to you, my friend. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not the flopflation. Oh, no. No. Not the flopflation. We gotta bring that up. That was truly glorious.
Hi.
Where is it? Man, she has been cooking all day. She hasn't stopped. Man, I haven't been on Twitter today, and it's like been really, really amazing.
One thing I'd like to clear.
Oh, that's not the clip I'm looking for. Where is it? So you got this one over here. Where is it? Are you gonna find it? There's a specific clip I wanted. Where is it? You know, I'm not gonna find it, so I'm gonna use the original. Yeah, we go this one. So there's two particular, right? So we got this one over here. Let me make sure the audio is actually up so you guys can hear.
One thing I'd like to clear up is the erroneous 33.5 teraflop number that's been circulating for PS5 Pro. That number isn't anywhere in our developer docs. It comes from a misunderstanding by someone commenting on leaked PS5 Pro.
Hey, when the father of Sony comes out and actually calls them out. That's so funny. Oh. When he actually calls them out.
Technical information. Part of the confusion comes from RDNA 3 architectures having double the flops of RDNA 2 architectures. Now, to quote Digital Foundry on this topic, it's a nice little bonus to have twice the flops, but it doesn't do anything like double real-world performance. So there's a certain amount of flopflation going on here.
Oh, no. I mean, you know it's bad, right? And you know who he's exactly calling out as well. He's not even calling out Digital Foundry. He's not calling any of those. Everyone knows who he's calling out. Face value. And my dude is still to this day doubling down that it's RDNA 4. Even though Sony have said themselves, it's RDNA 2 with a few, scattered around RDNA features that they've kind of tackled along and put in there. But it's not RDNA 3, and it definitely isn't RDNA 4. I mean, they've already said that the PS5 Pro is held back by the PS5. They couldn't really utilize what they wanted to with the PS5 Pro, because if they did take it to RDNA 3, which they could have, they openly said, that would have meant that they'd have to leave the PS5 behind. And because of the PS5, everyone got a watered-down product. Except me, I hardly paid anything. But this one as well is pretty awesome. This one
33.5 teraflops. This
oh my
This is insane.
I wonder what happened when he realized it wasn't 33 teraflops.
This is insane.
I mean, he literally looks like a mental asylum escapee. It's like... Hey, it's almost like that dude from RoboCop, if anyone's ever... For those of you older enough to have seen it at the beginning, when he gets hit with the acid tank. Sorry, DCG. Oh, that's just too much. It's like oh no. Oh no. Flopflation, man. What can I say? Oh. Ponies have less is more. Oh man, guys, I mean, I had a lot of giggles with this one. It was hilarious. I mean, all of them, as soon as Sony came out, man, they went into hiding so quick. They went into hiding so quick. Yo, who's that behind me? Huh? Sam, can you get me a drink? Star Wars Bounty release date. Star Wars Bounty? Oh, Bounty Star. That was 2023, so I guess it's for Xbox coming. Apparently it's supposed to be released in 24. Bounty Star. But it looks like it's been pushed to next year. So, no release date. Just 2025. But apparently it was supposed to be released this year. I mean, to be fair, T-flop numbers give you a kind of a broadish kind of view of what it is, kind of, the power of it, but it's nothing that you can truly measure by. And here's the other thing, right? And this is the one that really gets me. The PS5 Pro has no VRAM. It doesn't have any VRAM. It has no dedicated VRAM. The extra RAM that it has in the memory, it is what it's using to transfer memory back and forth, especially with the use of the PSSR, right? So theoretically, if you've got like stupid amounts of RAM in your PC, like 16, 32, whatever, and your graphics card is 8 or 12, has dedicated 8 or 12 gigabytes of VRAM, it's already better than what any of the consoles can do because they don't have dedicated VRAM. But yet you've got a certain someone that still advocates and still defends that having no dedicated VRAM is better than having dedicated VRAM. I don't know, man. I guess they're all up for the pisser at this point. $1943 is something I'm definitely looking forward to. 100%. As for Judas, isn't that the one that was what was that big? I forgot the name of it now. The big green tin dude with the wrist and the little girl. I really can't. The name is on the tip of my tongue. Come on, someone has to help me here. BioShock. There you go. It's like BioShock. Jolly Green Giant. Not necessarily, no. Rabbi, I have no idea. I've literally heard nothing about it. There's been no news whatsoever. But apparently, if you want X Premium Plus, it's going up in price. It's going up in price. But the revisionist consoles, what do people think about it? So essentially you're going to have, which is what I've always said, like the base model Xbox, and I think what's going to be really cool is the Xbox, is that kind of unified OS that's going to go around all platforms that you can use, and I think that's what's going to bring it all together. But in a way, as I said in my video, with Asus in Taiwan, sorry, because they're pretty big in Taiwan, they would have a much bigger chance of selling these consoles as opposed to thing. And then you'll have like the different tiers. I'm obviously not going to make a million tiers of these. You're probably going to get like maybe 2 or 3 models that they're all probably going to adhere to, where you're going to have the base thing. But at the end of the day, they're going to be cheaper than the 50 series, right? I don't know if you lot saw the tweet by Jez, but a PC with a 5080 was priced at $7,000. I don't know what they're smoking or what the price of that graphics card is going to be, because there was nothing in there that sparked that much thing. So if they think people are going to pay $5,000 just for a graphics card, they're crazy. So, John? All right. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, I'm getting a 1200 watt power supply in January when they're doing the January sales, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna be okay power wise, but come on, man. With a power supply is like what 150, 200 pounds. That's a motherboard. Let's say is another 150 pounds. We're at 350. Let's say another 150 for the RAM. Right, so you're at 350, 500. Let's say 150 pound for the case, 650. So you got your motherboard, RAM. Let's say about 400 pound for the CPU. You got $1,000. This is $7,000. They're talking six. Okay, let's break it into the US currency. We're talking $5,500 extra for the graphics card. Let's say that the currency is a bit better and it's at $5,000. That doesn't seem right. It probably won't show Rabbi in the January event, but it will probably show in the one in the summer. Yeah, that's about right. Why so serious? So I don't know what they're talking about with $7,000. I mean, if they're going to be priced, if that's how much the 50 series is going to be priced, I'm just gonna go. Hey, 4090, my best friend, come over here. You will do me for this generation. That being said, though, the 3090 Ti has actually done me pretty well so far. If I don't use ray tracing, I can run everything in ultra settings, and that's still good enough for me. And I'm getting anywhere between 70 to 120 plus. No, Woodpit, it has to be rubbish. It has to be rubbish. Thank you. Better be the best. PC World? No one, don't ever go to PC World, man. Go to eBuyer. eBuyer is your best bet. If you're looking for cheaper PC parts. They're really good. Sometimes Scan in the UK is really good as well. Overclockers is good. So if you shop around for the parts, depending on the company, those are the three that I use mainly. If you're looking for complete builds, I think it's called PC Specialist. They build like non-branded PCs from scratch for you, and they are very, very close to build price. The labor that they put on top really isn't much, but they do a great job, and I haven't had a single person complain about their PCs yet, so they're really good as well. Physical store? Yeah, you don't have much in the UK anymore. Yeah, it's really cheap. So they're really, really good. I mean, Save It ended a lot of things, dude. It also made us no longer wanting to go out, which is really weird. I build my own PCs, Grim.
Do not question the head. Do not. Your head's ugly. Do not.
I think you should show chat your hair.
Sandra, your head's ugly.
I think you should show it.
Sandra, your head's ugly.
And let them judge it.
It's beautiful. It's ugly.
Okay. Chat. I need you to judge. I need you to judge this.
Make a poll. It's very beautiful.
Just put the zeros in chat.
Even
Oh damn, there's loads of zeros here.
No, there isn't. Nothing.
But yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting time in 2025. I think in January with the CES, we're going to see the first real move. We could actually see Microsoft and Valve actually integrate Game Pass. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch, but it would be a big move if they actually did that in January and said, right, if you're on Steam, this is your go-to. I still think the Xbox Store and Game Pass app will still exist because why not? But if you buy your games from there, it means that you can still boot them up through Steam. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Hey, Mandalorian. $5090 at CES Nvidia. I mean, a 58E is priced at apparently $5,000. So, my guess is a 5090 is a mortgage. I don't think we'll get it on the Series X now, but it will be for the next generation Xbox. I think it will be built. The hardware will be built with the next generation Xbox in mind. So I don't see it happening for this gen. So it won't be this gen, but once the next gen comes out, it will essentially be like a PC, more or less. And then yes, those games that are available on Steam will be playable on your Xbox. This generation? No. It's still got another year. It's got another 2 years, right? Now, what would be interesting, Mandalorian, is if they fast forward the release date of the next Xbox console, PC or whatever it's going to be, to 2025 November. But the console or hardware always releases in November. That's how all the consoles generally release with Xbox. They've always kind of been around the November period. So, if they are releasing it in 25, it will be at the end of the next year. But I think they've still got another year in them with this generation of hardware. I don't think they need to rush it out. I think they've got enough games coming along between this next year and probably the year after to make it worthwhile. GTA 6 is getting delayed to 2026 anyway. So, it makes perfect sense to not rush the hardware, not rush the push of the thing. They did. There is no lie in that, Mandalorian. But I still find myself playing on my Xbox more than my Pro. My Pro is starting to gain dust. There are things on the X that I would wish they changed. I know some people would murder me for saying this, but I do wish they kind of made a revamp to the achievement system. I think it does need changing. I think the achievement system does need brushing up. But here's the thing, right? Here's the ultimate thing. Sony tried to buy Kadokawa. They realized they got rejected by Klarna for a loan, so they couldn't pay for Kadokawa in installments. So then they had to turn around and say, okay, well, what can we afford? And they said, well, you can afford 8% in shares. And they're like, is that all we can afford? Is that all we're good for? And they said, no, you're actually good for 6%, But it's Christmas, so we wanted to be a bit more generous, and we stretched it to 8%. So that's pretty much all they can afford right now. That's it. Now, with the way that Microsoft is going, with this whole kind of move into play anywhere, be everywhere, they've kind of devalued the console, devalued exclusives, devalued the platform. They want to be the Tencent and the Embracer Group. Because now that they've devalued the console and every PlayStation fan out there says Xbox is dead, the media says Xbox is dead, everyone says Xbox is dead, the hardware is dead, they're out of the hardware platform, yay, yay, yay. This just means now that Microsoft can go to Sega and say, hey Sega, how you doing? And buy them. Well, they don't have a platform anymore, so what's the argument? The games are going to go multi-platform anyway, but they're going to be day and date on Game Pass. They can go to Take-Two and say, hey, how you doing? And the FTC or anyone's not going to say anything because there's no hardware to tie it to exclusivity. What Microsoft has done is opened a backdoor channel, almost like a Trojan horse, to go and buy anyone and everyone they want. And no one has realized it. And they've opened that up very, very slowly by counteractively damaging their exclusivity brand, their whole identity, into something else, and have opened the doors into a buying spree. The biggest implication was that Microsoft would make these games exclusive. But if there's no hardware to tie it behind exclusivity, because everyone is saying, right, they're still saying, hey, now that Microsoft is going PC hybrid, it's not really a console anymore. The console wars are dead, you don't really have a platform. Instead of buying that, you might as well just buy a PC. You're doing their work for them. What you are doing is giving them even more reason for these stuff to go through. And they are 2025, you are going to see big acquisitions from Microsoft. That's all I'm saying. You are going to see big acquisitions because that's what all of this has opened up. And there's going to be really no pushback. Because the games will be going everywhere else, even if it is on a timed exclusivity. Like, time period, we're going to make it on the ecosystem first, and then it's going to go to other platforms. It's still going to other platforms. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And that door is now wide open. So what gamers, PlayStation gamers and the media has feared with Microsoft actually buying it, by doing what they've been doing and going with the narrative that they've been going, they've just basically enabled what they feared the most. And Microsoft is going to gobble up so much more next year. And in 2026. They are going to be the third-party publisher that conquers all. Devastator, I literally wouldn't put it past them. Should people worry if they still want to play consoles? No, they shouldn't. As far as Microsoft is concerned, at least for the next 10 to 20 years, after that, I reckon it's going to be the cloud wars and not the console wars, because they're all going to the cloud eventually. But at least for the next 10 to 20 years, I wouldn't worry about it. At least 1 to 2 generations. That's next generation guaranteed. I think we might even have one more as a final generation after that, but then it's going to be a niche thing, because Microsoft has no desire to stop making hardware. But what they're saying is, now the responsibility isn't on us. We're going to provide the blueprint. Fujitsu, Hitachi, Asus, they can go and make the hardware. We don't care. It's essentially just a PC that has the Xbox OS on there that will run Xbox OS games. So, and Sony are going to release their PlayStation 6, and I reckon that will be the first all digital console. And finally, I think they'll go to PlayStation 7 before they start going to the cloud. And Microsoft is doing all of this whole play anywhere, because eventually when it goes to the cloud wars, they're going to say, right, Ubisoft has got what, 20 games? Sega's got what, 5 games? Sony's got what, 10 exclusive games? Look at all the games we've got over here, and we're charging the same price as they are. Who are you going to go to? Everyone's going to come to Microsoft, and they win. I mean, consoles are basically PCs now anyway, to be fair. You know what? People said that about music. People said that about movies. I don't really need to say anything more, do I? They said the same things about those two mediums. It would never ever take off. I will never stop using my VHS. I will never stop using my CDs. I will never stop using my DVDs. I will never stop using my Blu-rays. And now everyone's on Hulu, Amazon, Prime Video, Netflix, and all of it. It's an evolution. When you die and when we die, our generations before us, they don't care about hardware brand. They will use what's the most convenient. You won't do it, but our generation is long gone. They're not looking at you and me anymore. We're croaks. Ubisoft Plus? Nah, not right now. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, by the way. I'm just saying. You know, people often come here and say that I value exclusives. Slimy said the same thing. I'm an old croak. I do value exclusives. I was brought up in the era of Sega and Nintendo warring each other. You know, Sega Saturn and PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 and OG Xbox, PlayStation 3 and the 360. That was my generation. You know, in schools we used to have like cool debates and arguments and competitions and all sorts of shit. And it used to be great. When we had problems, we used to sit down with X-Men versus Street Fighter max speed and go at it. You know, times were different back then. But that's the generation I was brought up in. So I'm always going to value exclusives. Even though the new path that they've chosen now, as someone now who has kids, works incredibly great for me. Streaming works great for games as well. I've streamed multiple games through GeForce Now before my pleb internet came in, and people didn't even realize I was streaming off GeForce Now until I actually showed it to them. It's all network connection based, and right now the infrastructure around the world isn't there. So I can understand why you have your reservations now, but once people have the infrastructure set up, it'll be like playing no-brainer. I mean, even Stadia worked amazingly well. I mean, Stadia had the best infrastructure. They were the best. They were number one. When it came to their network technology, they were the best. Nvidia was second, but then they left and Nvidia took over. There's always got to be someone, Devastator. Hey, look, John. I'm always a Sega. I'm a Sega boy through and through. I even worked for them. I am not accepting that statement. I get that, Silver, but eventually it's going to be. That's where the market is going. I've said this for a long time, and I'm going to stand by it. I could be absolutely wrong, by the way. You know, things could happen, and, 28 days later could occur, and then there's no video games at all, and I'll be wrong. At that point, I don't think anyone's really going to care about whether they're playing a video game or not, but, I'm just saying. Rabbi, what was your question? Because I'm going to have to go in a bit. Slimy, eventually they will do. Because they're going to put their games day and date on PC. And then, by definition, their games will be day and date on Xbox. So, regardless of how you want to look at it, Xbox gamers will play it day and date. Rabbi, your question was June or January? For what? Doom? No idea. Probably September. I'd say maybe September. That's September or October is going to be my guess. Affecting new games. Your opinion, have these recent layoffs been affecting new games that try to come out? Yes and no. yes, they're definitely going to affect it, and well, yeah, they will. In my opinion, every time there's a layoff, it means that people that are working there that are left over have to work harder. I know that just purely from where I'm working right now. When we had 3 people laid off, the 4 of us that were left had to fill those 3 roles. So we had to work, even more than what we were doing. We had to do late nights until the projects were delivered. So yes, it does affect it. It's unfortunate, but it does. I mean, you say that, Slimy, but multiple companies now have agreed that PlayStation fans don't buy games either. So it looks like no one is buying games. So it is what it is, really. I'm just going by what other publishers are saying, by the way. I'm not saying this, making it up out of my own arsehole. I'm just saying what other publishers are saying, that they're not doing third-party exclusives with Sony because they don't believe that they sell enough copies with Sony alone. So clearly you don't buy enough games either. It's unfortunate, but it is a thing. A few more and then we're gonna... okay. Another 5 minutes and then I'm gonna have to call it, but Ubisoft about to go bankrupt. No. The whole thing with Ubisoft is... I mean, Ubisoft have committed the greatest heist of all time. Right? This is what's happened with Ubisoft. They have seen what the public doesn't want. And so they've said, okay, we're going to give you what you don't want. Now, you're thinking, what the hell? What's going on here? If we give you what you don't want, you're not going to buy it. That's a good thing. That's what we want. What happens when you don't buy it and the company starts doing bad? The share prices tank. Tencent cannot exceed 49.9% of their shares in Ubisoft, right? They also can't sell their shares until 2027. They can't buy more shares until 2030. So this leaves the Guillermo family to just dive into that pool and buy whatever the hell they want. But why pay $100 a share when you can tank your shares deliberately in broad daylight and have the whole community supporting you doing it, have the world crapping on you while you're doing it, drop the share prices down to 50 pence a share, then you buy all the shares, and then you start listening to what the community want, give them exactly what they want, and the share prices go up, and you own the full company. That's what's happening with Ubisoft. It is the greatest heist of all time. I can't believe people don't even see it. It is the greatest heist of all time. Can Xbox revive Halo? Yes, they can. They just have to have the right team and the right people behind it. And we're getting the next Xbox for 100%. I'm hoping it will be a launch title with the next Xbox. That would be great. Woodpit, it is against the law. But they're not manipulating. They're not, in plain view, they're not doing anything. Everyone else around them, oh, this is woke, that is woke. Oh my god, they're doing this to the Japanese thing. Oh my god, they're doing this, and then that, and then that. No one's buying this, no one's buying that. Oh my god, as a CEO, I don't know what to do anymore. The share prices are tanking. It's ready for me to buy them all. At the end of the day, the community is doing it for them. They're not doing anything. They're just giving they're just delivering. They know that the community won't buy woke shit, and that's it. They're delivering woke. And they're winning. It's absolutely impossible to prove, and that's the point. But chat, unless there's anything else you guys want to ask, I'm going to have to be off because the family wants to watch a movie, and I'm already 15 minutes late. Because if goes PC Xbox, could you use more mods like PC or... yeah, you probably will be able to. If it goes that way, there's going to be multiple ways for you to interact with it. You know how Steam allows you to go into the desktop mode? I can almost guarantee that Xbox will have that option for you as well. Yo, you think so? No. How about a nice bucket of work? But everyone, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I know it was a shorter stream than usual. And I started at least almost nearly an hour later than I needed to because of the mishap my son put me into. But future planned streams will be from the 6th of Jan onwards, week commencing 6th Jan. If I'm going to do any stream midweek after the 26th, I'll put something up so you can know, but there's nothing planned specifically for next week. I'm going to see if I can take some time off. But I genuinely wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope you all have an amazing time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the memberships and the super chats. It really means a lot. And I really do hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow and a nice relaxing day on the 26th. I'll have some videos up tomorrow. I'll have a video up tomorrow on the 25th. I'm pretty much planning a video. I've got something planned all the way up to like the 28th. So hopefully you'll enjoy those. I have the DCG reaction that you guys wanted. I know we were supposed to watch it last week Thursday, but I was ill, so I've done it anyway. So that's going to be up either on the 26th or the 27th. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And there'll be a bunch of other videos along the way that's all been prepared. So you'll still get some chaos, just not the live one. But hey, what can we say? At least we striked 3 out today, and that's worth everything. Alright folks, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace out everyone. Have a good one. Adios, don't forget to like and subscribe. Merry Chaos Mass. That's right. It's not Christmas without a bit of Christmas. And don't forget, you can join my Discord, right? If you're still here and still listening, you can join my Discord because I do game with people off stream when we just meet up through Discord. So that's the best way to actually interact with me as well if you want to hang out and just play some games, multiplayer games, regardless of what it is. Even if it is me carrying Steve through Call of Duty Zombies. Like, that guy's useless, trust me. Right, peace out.